Welcome back to Tales of Yvard. We are a Mythcraft TTRPG podcast, and this is our first campaign, The Sea's Tale. I am Corey Griffin, and I am our MC. With me, I have Kobe.
I'm Kobe. I'm playing Les Seahorn and fucking Dogmasters.
I have Joey.
I am playing Yusuri Agoni, and I'm ready to break some kneecaps.
With us, we also have Jesse.
I'm Jesse, and I'm playing Zephyr Windwalker.
And we also have Adam.
Playing Goron Stormclaw, sober and somber.
All right, and today we are doing episode 2. Last time on Tales of Yvard, our crew met on the docks and then stopped to get some smoked chicken before paying for a private room. Some people put their trauma out there to this random group of people. Les threw a book, Goron grabbed a shoulder, Yusari drank, and then a group of individuals busted down the private door and said that they were looking for the traitor. Looking directly at Zephyr. So, alright. And the last thing that he said, I believe, was, there he is. Alright. Yep, you're gonna be coming with us?
I don't think so.
I really prefer not to.
Yeah, Goron's gonna stand up.
Alright, I think we're just gonna go ahead and roll initiative.
Can I
At
throw the
this
bottle
point.
at him first?
I mean, no, that would be initiative.
By the way,
Do you want to throw it at him?
Oh, wait, I forgot to click on 16.
Come on, baby, come on, baby, come on, baby, come on, baby. Fuck.
I also can roll a 1d4 as a troubadour and add that to someone.
Okay.
If I could type.
No!
And we're going to give that
Crap.
to Yusuri. You have a 7 initiative. No, sorry. Actually, let's give that to Goron.
That's a 12. Okay, so I did do it right.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I'll give it to Goron, and Goron will meet them. So it's whoever had the higher awareness. Go.
Yeah, what's your awareness?
My awareness is 2.
You will go first. All right, we are actually going to start off, it looks like, with Lesh.
Okay. So Lesh would finish his shot of scotch and open the book, and the story of new adventures in their first fight. I hope he put up a good one. And with that, I will cast Metal on both Goron and Yusuri in the front. And then I will...
Okay, do you want to describe what that does?
Yes.
For our-
Metal is a stanza, which is a troubadour feature. So this stanza is you give an ally, an ally can give the protected feature, which is you gain 2+ AR and physical defenses, which are your reflex, your fort, and your AR altogether. So both Yusuri and Goron have +2 to their AR and their physical defenses. And then I will also use 1 APC to cast Glumness, and to say that it'll be in a story of intruders gone to waste. And front creature will gain Scorn, which the creature gains demoralized, and all attacks against creature gain a tactical advantage, which is a +1 on attack rolls.
Okay, but you're going to have to roll for that.
So that is my charisma, which is a 12 against their will.
Yes, that will win.
Awesome.
Was it the one in front?
Yeah, the first one who walked in and said, there you are.
Okay.
On the first one, yep. And then with that, I will end my turn with 1 APC and carry it over.
Okay.
Zephyr. Do I announce my setup now if I know who I'm going to give it to?
It says at the start of your ally's turn, so it happens on their turn.
On their turn. Okay, I'm going to...
So, no, you do not have to do it. You don't have to do your setup until it's the start of their turn.
Okay, awesome.
Zephyr.
All right, I am going to, seeing that guy walked in and identified himself as an immediate threat, Zephyr will mark him as Hunter's Quarry,
Okay.
giving myself additional tactical advantage against him. Choose one creature for the duration. You have tactical advantage on attacks against that creature, and +6 to checks to track, but I don't see that part coming up. And then he will attack with Lightning Lash against that guy, which is a chant. The name pretty much explains it. I'm sending lightning at him. An 18 versus reflex.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Nice roll.
That will be... actually, that would have been a 20, but it's 2 tactical advantage.
Yeah, a 20 will hit. Reflex, definitely.
So then it would deal 2 damage.
Okay.
And I will hold over 1 AP.
All right. So Goron.
I'm going to stay where I'm at for now, and I'm going to spend 3 action points to cast Ensnaring Root on this first guy here.
Okay.
Click. Oh, brutal. Okay.
So 11 against their anticipation, which will miss.
Root springs up between 2 of the floorboards and attempts to wrap around this man's legs and yank him down, but he is able to, I guess, sidestep. And I will then use my last action point to move here to sort of help Yusuri. Actually, I'll move here to keep myself between them and Zephyr.
Yeah, just
And that's
leave me all open over here. I just protected
As small as
you.
Zephyr He's just behind a wall of fur right now.
They're going for Zephyr. They're not going for.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
So
No, I'm just messing around.
just a hulking mess of fur protecting him right
So, but so this lead one that was talking is going to move in, probably take a swing at this person that just summoned magical roots up through the floorboard
fair.
to try and attack him.
Fair.
Getting a 10 versus AR.
It does not hit.
All right, so that he runs up, taking out this falchion and just cleaving down on it. You just kind of bat it away with your staff.
Yeah, thanks to, I should specify, Lesh's boost to my defenses.
Yeah, buddy. My stories be good, dog.
And then the other 3 are going to fill into the room, kind of creating this little bit of a angry sandwich.
Oh my god.
That's fine. Yeah, no.
This one is also on Goron.
Okay.
I only got an 8.
Also gonna miss.
And then you're gonna have 2 on Yusiri for a 14 and a 17.
The 17 does hit. The 14 does
All
not,
right.
thanks to Lesh's boost.
I would like to think when that happens, it's like the like a small like page of the story like flies out and kind of like blocks it and like return and like it's like magical, but like it's almost like it flew right from my book and returns to it as like open as I'm reading from it.
Smacks a dude in the face.
Death by 1,000 cuts.
So it'll do 2.
Nice.
The one that hit will do 2 damage. But Yusari, you are up.
I will give you with that. I will say, I don't know, some cool little quip about being a strong adventurer and doing some extra laborious tasks, and you have an extra AP on this turn.
Me?
Yeah,
Ooh.
which you can use to carry over to the end of your next turn. It does count for carryovers.
Ooh. That's spicy. Because that gives me... So, mechanically speaking, I want to move... So I know the audience can't see, but I want to move around in such a way that I have stacks and stacks of tactical advantage against this guy because I would get flanking rules on him. However, I think thematically I wouldn't move from this spot because that would open up Zephyr to some problems, and I'm not about that. So I am probably just going to pull out my war axe,
Okay.
and I am going to swing at the bottom guy who's right in front of me. And then, yeah, that's all. I don't have anything fancy. So, with that being said, does
Nice.
this is going to be just a 2. No, we don't have any. I wouldn't have any pluses to this one, right? Just my strength.
Correct. This one's
Okay.
just your strength.
So, does a 14 hit?
A 14 will hit
Okay, and then so we're gonna roll damage,
for 9 damage.
and then
Ooh.
this. Let's see. So there's. I'm gonna use my special AP.
That one is effectively bloody.
Nice, nice.
Sweet.
So because I pipped into the Berserker class, I have what is called Blood Rage, which gives me a special AP that can be used on my turn, or as a reactive if it's for attacks. And so I used one of those as my special AP, and then one more. So right now I have 3 AP left. I'm gonna swing again, and I have a
Yeah, 6 isn't gonna do
that.
it.
Yeah, I'm guessing a 6 does not. And so then I'm gonna carry my 1 AP over to the next turn, and that's gonna be it for me.
Alrighty. And with that, we're gonna go back to the top of initiative.
Yeah, that Lesh just continues reading the story. I'm gonna keep up the medal on Usuri and Goron of we are fighting well. Let's not stop now. I hope your blows hit well and theirs hit false. And those will stay up there. And I'm going to try to cast actually glumness again. So I'm gonna roll a charisma attack on the will
Yeah.
of the one in front of Usuri. This is 6.
Yeah, that's not gonna hit.
Okay, and then I will hold over 1 APC to end my turn.
Alright. Zephyr.
So, I had forgotten that I have a familiar last turn. For the viewers, in session 0, I actually went with a different talent, but I talked it over with Corey and made some changes to my character and ended up making my 2nd level talent be the Witch Entry. So, I have a familiar now, which would be Smudge the Parrot. So, that being said, the familiar in this situation gets an action on gets 1 action on my turn, and I can spend AP to have it take other actions if I choose, and I can be at any point during my turn. I'm going to have it use the help action. So it's going to fly over and distract this guy right here. Marking him on the map. And so we all have TA against him until the start of my next turn. And then, that's still the one that is my Hunter's Quarry. So I now have 2 tactical advantage against him. And I'm going to spend 1 AP to add an instinctive attack chant on top of that. What that does is gives me +2 to an attack roll that I make before the end of my next turn against him, but that's just a single attack roll. And then, that being said, he's just going to keep casting spells. That leaves me 4 AP, so I'm going to send another Lightning Lash. Get back.
That would be effectively 16?
Let's see.
Yeah, my metal.
Story is 1. Instinctive attack is another 2, so that's +3. Smudge
Yeah, that
therapy
hits.
at a
That,
+4.
that
It's like a
hits.
plus. That's like a 20 again. So 6 damage there.
14 to a 20. Let's be honest here. It
Yeah.
was 18, but it's still a 14 to an 18.
Yeah. And so 6 damage to him from that. And I'm going to send another one at him. That'll be a 17 for another 4.
Yeah, that hits.
So basically, this guy came in the door, and Zephyr is just throwing bolts of lightning at him.
Art, you! Ugh. Goron.
Okay. I gotta make a decision here. Okay, I am going to turn to this one here,
Okay.
and I'm going to cast Creeping Fear. And so I'm going to lock eyes with him, and in a deep growling voice, I'm going to speak softly so only he can hear. And just say, "You do not want this fight." And I'm going to attack his will. 21 against his will.
Yeah, you will. Yeah, you will.
Holy
You
cow.
blow his will apart. Wow.
He.
Wait. What is your luck?
Oh, my luck is 2.
Okay.
That was almost a crit.
Oh, man.
It's a 19 on the die.
Yeah.
I wanted to see that phobia table so bad. That would have been so good.
Right?
I'm hoping sometime. I need to mark off my spell points. 1 second. I have.
Yeah. But he is frightened of you.
He's frightened of me for 1 minute.
Yeah.
With that too, I say, do you see that? He whispered something that made him shit his pants. And then you'd get an extra AP.
So I have 2 now. I will cast. Can I hold on to that?
Yeah, that'll.
Then I'll hold on to 2 AP, one that I didn't use and the one that I just got as a bonus, to my next turn, and I'm done.
I think that's my favorite part is that I can use the reactive to give you guys AP you can hold over. I love that it works like that.
Real nice.
So, as Goron speaks these words into the mind of his companion, the one that first came through the door is going to strike out at him. Yeah, getting a 17 to hit for 7 damage.
Yo.
And as that happens, the 2 down by Usuri are going to attack, getting a 16 and an 18 to hit.
On me or him?
On you.
Okay. Yeah, those are gonna hit. Also, so just because I have this question, is it meets it beats it, or okay?
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and use Bear the Pain to reduce that damage. After I get hit by an attack with one of my lineage feature talents, in order to reduce that by 2, so I actually only take 5 points of damage.
Okay.
I too am going to do that after being hit by one of those 2s. So instead, I only take 4 damage instead of 6.
Yeah, bear boys.
Yep. Somehow I hit you with 2 and still did more damage to Goron.
That's fine.
And this one that's frightened of you, you see him throw his sword down and run out the door.
Perfect.
Does he effectively escape?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's gonna effectively escape.
You're just gonna run. It lasts
This
for
is
1
he's
minute.
running.
so.
This is a window right here, right?
Because
Have
this
no
room
windows.
has no windows.
No windows.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, you're right.
True. Damn it.
We have
That's true.
private rooms.
Literally was just gonna go through the window to grab it. You guys laughed. I was serious.
We
Honestly,
figured.
if it was a window, there was going to be some lightning flying out that window here.
He threw his sword down. I'm not too concerned at the moment.
Well, that might cause problems later letting him go, but
But Usari, it is your turn.
Usuri is going to have a total of 6 AP because he gets his special AP back, and he had one that he carried over, making it 5 regular AP and 1 special, which means he's going to do some fancy things here. On the one that he's already damaged, he's going to swing again. That ain't going to do it because that's a 7. So he's going to lift the axe back up, take a deep breath, steel himself, and he's going to swing down again for a 9. That ain't going to do it either. Bad rolls, bad rolls, bad rolls. And roll 20 is going to be nice to me. And he's going to steel himself one more time, swing his axe down, and does a 12 hit?
He will hit.
A 12 hits.
Hey.
So we're going to add some damage on top of this.
Hell yeah.
I have some things that I could have been doing. Dang. Anyways,
Depends on what you're talking about.
it's going to be a total of 5 damage.
Okay.
If you would let me, I will do a fancy thing. No, it's Motherland's Discipline. So basically, when I would miss an attack, I can add a bonus equal to the number of allied creatures within 20 feet of me, to a maximum of +5. So if you will let me retcon that before I did the 12, I would like to do that. But you can also say no.
Yeah, no, I'm okay with it.
Okay. So when
Everyone gets one.
when I swung down and got the 9 for listeners, I would then use Motherland's Discipline, so 2 per recoup. When I miss with an attack roll, I can add a bonus to my attack equal to the number of allied creatures within 20 feet of me, up to a maximum of +5, possibly turning a miss into a hit. And currently speaking, I have 1, 2, 3 allies within 20 feet of me, turning that 9 into a 12.
Which we already
Failure
know.
Count
Which
as an ally? I
y-
don't think it would,
No.
considering it's.
I'm just gonna rule it as no.
Smudge
Had
doesn't
to throw
count.
it out there.
No, smudge does not
Yeah.
count.
I mean,
Why-
for what it's worth,
Smudge.
I didn't count Smudge to begin with, but that would be awesome.
Can I give Smudge my bonus APC and give him a second action?
Technically, yes.
Yeah.
So with that being
Well,
said,
Basically, if you give me AP, that would count as actions for him.
Okay.
So with that being said, because of Motherland's Discipline, the 9 turns into a 12, which we know hits. So I'm going to roll damage on that, and we're going to get another 5. So another 5 damage to the man.
Would you like to describe the first kill of the campaign?
I would definitely like to do that. So after having some nice, tasty drinks with his newfound friends, some nasty mercenaries have come in to collect a trader. Usuri has been in a fair share of combat before. He has steeled himself, swung his axe, dug into this guy several times, and with the final killing blow, while protecting his friend, he cuts him from shoulder to slash straight across his body, just a big gaping hole. Innards start spilling out, and he drops dead.
Okay.
And that is going to be all of my AP, and that's going to be my turn.
Alrighty. We're back up to the top of the list.
Smudge's help action is still effective on the one up very top.
Yep.
Okay. So I will use. So what I will do instead is I will first try to glum against this bloodied one up top. So I'm gonna roll charisma.
Okay.
That one did not go through, and then I would try to do
No.
the one to the left as well with glumness. Ooh.
That one also does not go through.
Oh my god, man!
Just had to
You're
say
too cheerful.
something.
You're too cheerful to bum them out.
Yeah, I'm drunk. I'm excited. I'm stumbling over my words, telling my story. You guys want to? I have a story that one time we did that. Oh shit.
Maybe you need to talk about Arya a bit.
Hey, not the sober we want to be. Not the right type of sober. Okay. So that's not working. So then instead, I'm gonna give I'm gonna give Zephyr. How does clarify work? I can give it against one target creature, right? Is that considered clarify on the creature? So I could like have him clarified against two creatures, which is just gaining one tactical advantage, or is it I can give it clarified to one person, we can only have it against one creature?
I'm gonna take a real quick look here.
To the rule book.
You or an ally is focused against a creature of your choice within 40 feet of you. Yeah, so that would be he gets tactical advantage against one creature within 40 feet of you.
Okay, then.
Well, the focused condition, which is you gain tactical advantage.
Okay, then I will give him clarify against one at the top of the stack.
Guys, so many
I basically
emotes
can't
on-
miss this guy.
I was tempted to
Don't
use
say
one
that.
APC and walk over and give you tactical advantage for flanking too, but I want to save my one APC save one APC as I'm stumbling over my words and just pass my turn on now.
Zephyr.
All right, so I have 4 AP.
Plus one
Check
special
the board.
AP for your familiar.
Yeah.
I would actually, with the clarify, I would also hit them, boy. I got them weak, and you would also have one extra AP this turn.
Sweet. All right, so I'm going to use Smudge's action. He's going to fly over here, quite that far, over there, and just kind of get up in this direction. And then I'm going to use 1 AP to use his Spook ability. The familiar spooks a creature within 30 feet of it. Make a magic attack using my endurance against that creature's will. If I hit, the creature is frightened of my familiar for 30 seconds. And so I'm going to make a magic attack using my endurance, and that would add the tactical advantage, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So that'll be... How many are we up to now? Because
One for Hunter's Quarry, one for...
Smudge's ability wore off at the start of my turn.
Mhm.
So +1 for Clarify and +1 for Underscore. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So there's my endurance roll.
Oh, the
Crit it.
first crit of the game!
Nice.
Yeah, that's a crit.
For a total of 23. Not that it matters. So he's now frightened of Smudge, and
The guy on the top.
well, that worked out better. So that leaves me. So now I have 4 AP. I'm gonna go ahead and just make 2 lightning lashes. Does an 8 hit its reflex, which would actually be a 10. It would be a 10.
A 10 will not hit his reflexes.
And one more. That definitely didn't hit.
A 3 will also
And
not
the
hit
first
his
nat one of the game.
in the
Good.
same
We're here.
turn.
Let's get him out of the way.
That's right.
All right. Then that is my turn.
All right, Goran.
Okay. First, I'm going to use the chant Ensnaring Root on the man we have debuffed to High Heaven.
All right.
So again,
Yes, that will hit. That was a 15.
I think so. Yes, because he's got the one from being frightened, I believe, counts for me.
And I'm assuming we
Right.
don't have flanking because of Smudge.
No.
So 15 in total, and then he's going to take 2 points of blunt damage, and he is prone.
Beat him while he's down.
Yes.
Yes. This route. Would you like to describe your kill, or would you like me to do it?
So yeah, this route, if you don't mind,
Yeah. Go ahead.
again, snakes up from between the floorboards, like underneath them, wraps around this man's legs and yanks. And as he is like thrown to the floor, he hits his head on the table on the way down and does not move when he hits the ground because he's like right next to the table where I was when we started.
Nice.
For my second thing, because that was only half of my AP, I'm going to Briar Whip this guy over here. Boop. I got a 19 to hit him. No tactical advantage or anything. And he takes 6 sharp damage.
All right.
And that is all of my action points, and I am done.
Okay, it is going to be his turn. This guy continues running. You hear the sound of a door getting thrown open out from outside the room. And then the one that's alive in the room is also like, all right, I give up. I'm leaving. I give up.
Okay, and
I'm waiting to see if you guys will allow him to leave.
I mean,
I think we should question him.
yeah, I mean, so mechanically, I have no AP to do anything about it. But if we're gonna end combat here, because nobody's gonna kill him anymore, Yusuri will just grab him.
He is dropping his blade and putting his hands up, saying, I'm sorry. I was just following his lead. He said he would give me 10 silver pieces if we took this guy and got him to a place.
So if we're breaking combat, then Yusuri is gonna step forward and on top of this dead body, grab this man by the collar who is surrendering, and sling him around and just push him up against the wall. Is smashing him into the wall. If you want me to, I can put some strength into it to see if we dent the wall.
Yeah,
some.
roll me a strength check. We'll see if we can mess with it.
How about some tasty applied force onto that?
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
don't think that's how that works, but
I mean, you're applying force.
Can Les
You're
work
applying
on what
force.
he does this and just puts his hand as he lifts him up and be like, break him, but don't fully break him, and cast intuition and give him a d4?
Yeah, I'll give it to you guys.
all right. So here's applied force.
Okay. Roll a d4 and add that to it.
+3.
So that's a 19 total.
Yeah, that entire wall seems to shake.
So I effectively have this man by his collar I have war axe in one hand that I just killed his buddy with, and I'm holding him by the collar, and I shove him almost through the wall. And Yusuri says, "Who hired you?"
The guy, that guy, that
The one running?
the dead one.
I believe he is referring to the one that hit his head.
What should we do with this one?
If he wasn't a part of it and just a hired goon, no more blood should be spilled.
I agree. He's not a windwalker. There's no reason for any further harm.
Zephyr, they're here for you. You've heard the other two. What say you?
He's gonna kind of move forward, get a little closer to him, see if he recognizes him. Should I roll something? Perceiving or something like that?
You don't know. You don't recognize him. I'm not even going to give you a roll.
I don't recognize you from my time on my father's ship. Are you one of the Windwalkers?
No. I just trying to get. You promise? Can you have your friend put me down, please?
I'll loosen the grip so he's not choking as much, but he's still, his feet aren't touching the floor.
Okay. This is better than what it was. We were just paid. That guy paid me because we were gonna take you to the docks, and we were gonna hand you off to someone else.
If you are not one of the Windwalkers, then I harbor no ill will for you trying to earn some money, but you should find a better line of work. I want the money that my life was worth. Aside from that, you can leave.
That guy should have it on him. He points at the dead one.
Oh, they hadn't been paid yet? Gotcha.
The person that was gonna pick you up was like Gref, something like that, or Grep, something like that.
Was it Clep?
Maybe.
I'm gonna tighten my grip again.
It sounds familiar. It sounds familiar. Let it go, please. Let me go, please.
That is what I thought.
So he's gonna kind of just turn away, not like fully away, but just kind of in thought, leaning away, thinking about that for a second, and disengage from the conversation for a second while he processes.
Can someone put me down? Can you put me down, please?
Sure, I'll put you down. Zephyr, figure out if we're going to pay a visit to the docks or not. I'm going to take out the trash. And Usuri is, while still holding this guy, is going to walk out of this room to the front door and is just going to throw him out of the front door.
As you do that, you do take notice. The one guy is still booking it down the street. It hasn't been a minute. It hasn't quite been a minute yet. He's just like,
He's
no,
just
no. I watched someone get hacked in half and then became inexplicitly frightened.
I felt it in my soul, man.
Was he running towards the docks?
It kind of runs parallel to the docks.
I think he's just blindly running away.
Which, I mean, makes sense if he's frightened, but I don't know if maybe he still had some sense to have a goal as to where to go.
Zephyr's going to kind of re-engage in the conversation at this point with the others and say, I think we should see if we can find Puss in the Docks they were supposed to meet. If it's who I believe it is, my father's ship may be here. They may have come here searching for me. Clep was someone that I worked very closely with when I first joined the ship. He's the cook, but they were all a very tight-knit group. He was very much someone that a lot of the people on the ship looked up to.
I don't believe we should pay this man a visit.
I will warn you, his skills with the knife are, I didn't see a lot, but he definitely handles the knife very well.
About that time, Usuri walks back in, and he's gonna walk over to the body of the kind of leader thug dude, and he's gonna say, Zephyr, do you recognize this one?
You do not recognize him.
I've never seen this man before.
They're just hired thugs.
It would seem so, yes.
Do we want to get room and board first, or was it tonight that they were meeting?
What time
That
is it right
would
now?
have been a
It
very
is.
pertinent question.
He did say that it would be tonight.
He did mention.
He did say tonight.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's probably like we saw the conversations and the drinking. Probably about 2:00 in the afternoon.
Okay.
Y'all came into the bar at 1, which is why it was kind of empty.
Yeah.
Yusuri is a let's get shit done now kind of person, so he's ready to just go down to the dock and figure it out.
Yeah, same
Mhm.
with Zephyr. If there's a chance that they're there, he wants retribution.
So Yusuri, being where he is right now, is gonna grab the collar of both dead men, and he's gonna drag them outside.
The tavern owner, as you drag these dead men, he's gonna be like, hey, what are you doing there?
Picking up after our private meeting.
Those rooms are only for talking. What did I tell you?
To be fair, they did interrupt the meeting rather aggressively.
That is true. I did tell them not to do that.
Zephyr's gonna walk up and like check the leader's pockets.
You do find a pouch with 20 silver pieces in it.
Okay, he's gonna just toss that to the barkeeper and apologize. I'm very sorry for any disturbance we may have caused. Please take this for your troubles.
Hey, yeah, no, I'll definitely do that. But, yeah, come back anytime. It looks like you guys are getting ready to leave. I mean, it's alright.
Yusuri's just gonna walk out the door,
Okay.
dragging both men.
Yeah, Lesh would follow and just quickly apologize and walk out the door behind them.
Yep.
Okay.
Zephyr's right in tow.
Yep. You have a lovely establishment. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Just leave.
Thank you. Come again. And then you guys find yourself back into the big city.
I just imagine that there's just like a cartoon blood trail bleeding from the guy that Yusuri.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. Like,
Yeah.
like when you
It's a very gruesome
like
thing.
when you draw like an expo marker across a whiteboard, it just kind of
Yeah.
leaves like a streak.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Les is mortified.
So we have probably 6 hours or so before we actually have the meetup.
Yes, probably.
I mean, I don't think there's anything stopping us from just going to the docks right now. I mean, before like we just dump and leave the bodies, I would search the leader's body to see if there's like a note or anything. Like hey, meet us at this dock at this hour.
Give me a luck check.
Can I take fortuity?
Yep.
Nice. How fortuitous am I? 16.
You find a note in the pocket that says, meet at the South Dock at 8.
Oh, look, I found a note. It says, meet at the South Dock at 8.
How fortuitous.
Very fortuitous. So, I mean, again, Yusuri is kind of a no BS person, so we could always just go there now. I'm sure they're here. And if
Are we? Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, are we able to roughly see the docks from where we are?
From the Red Crow? I do not think
Yeah.
you have line of sight on the South Docks.
Okay. I know it's a fair distance there. I'm not going to count all those squares, but
I mean, it's like 240 feet
Yeah.
to the South Docks.
there's a lot of buildings in
Yeah.
between, probably people. Yeah. Zephyr's definitely going to want to like head that direction and see if the ship is there. But
I mean, as you come back out to this kind of open dock area and you look about, you do not see the Seas Gem. As you look about each of the docks and looking out to sea, you do not see the gem, no.
Because as the dockmaster told Lesh earlier, they're not here.
Hey, Lesh. Give me an awareness check.
Yeah. Can I do perceiving?
Sure.
An 11.
You hear a voice that you are quite comfortable with. You know it. This is a voice from your childhood. This is Florence.
Oh, it's Florence.
So, as everyone kind of looks about, you see another satyr that looks very, very much like your satyr companion that has fought alongside you. He is leading a daft turtle, much like your own party is, except this turtle is also pulling a cart behind it.
Is Gregory okay?
Yeah, Gregory's fine. Gregory's fine.
Just making sure.
Gregory was left outside. Nothing happened to him. You hear him as you walk out of the Red Crow. Seems like he's coming from the building next to it. As you look at it, you see a sign that says Simon Symphonies.
Okay. So I hear him like go into that store. Is what you're saying, pretty much. As I'm walking out, he's walking
Like
in.
as you're walking out of the Red Crow, yes, he's going into Simon's Symphonies.
Okay. So he had the note saying that we have some time to kill, and that's an old face that I would love to get a closer look at again. If you don't mind if I break away, or you're more than welcome to join me. I'm going to step into this building, and I'm like a kid who hadn't seen like an uncle in a very long time. Like that's like very quickly walking over.
Is anyone going to join him?
I'm going to stay with Gregory and just do a couple of upkeep things with him.
Zephyr is gonna actually send Smudge flying up into the air. One of the familiar abilities is Spy, which lets him look through the eyes of the familiar briefly. So he's just gonna kind of scout around,
You're right.
seeing if
Okay.
anything is there.
You sorry?
Can I do a profession thing?
If you want to go do a profession thing, you can do a profession thing. But it does sound like we're doing a little bit of a party split.
Yeah. A 4-way party
It is
split.
kind of a for.
Really, like if something happens, I'm right there. But I'm just making sure Gregory's okay for a bit and giving him some time to see his friend.
I think we are going to start with Lesh. So Lesh, you open this door to Simon's Symphonies, and as you step through it, you are met with a cacophony of almost deafening noise of instruments being played and people talking, and it just gets louder and louder as you stand, and standing in front of you is Florence Chamberlain.
Les would walk in and take a very deep breath, like almost like finally, like almost like there's peace and quiet with all this noise. This is what I love. This is what Les loves, is this loudness. And Florence, you salty bastard, you dirty dog, you devil, how dare you show your face in front of me? And he would run up and ram Horns with the satyr real quick. And
He knocks back. Brain no working. You slippery, slimy sourdough starter. What are you doing here?
the things I wish I could say to you right now, but no. Sadly, things turned a little south on the trip, and Arya sacrificed herself to save me and someone very near and dear to herself. And the Wind Wakers, she's back with them.
He gets an absolute look of confusion on his face.
Yeah, I would continue. We were visiting the others from when they first escaped, and we went to visit Mabel again, and there we found her only after the cannons had struck, and we were running for our lives, and I know Arya like the back of my hand, and her stubbornness was her downfall as she let us escape, but I'm trying to find her now.
Interesting. I think we need to have a story session because I am absolutely lost. Last I heard, like, you were leaving, and I think you and Arya were gonna go look into the slaves and check in on them, but I don't know. Yeah, it's good to see you, and I'm sorry to hear that, but like, we need to have like a full-on story session. Like, so dinner?
I would love dinner. It's funny to meet you in place just as loud at the Grove to plan another story session. I look forward to talking to you shortly. When are you available?
10 o'clock?
Smokies?
Where else would you eat around here?
It's one of the only 2 buildings I've been into so far. Make it 3 now that I'm here.
Oh, this is Simon's place. And you look in, and there's this Kleppen, like, rabbit folk, and it has like a chunk missing out of its ear, and they seem to be playing this strangely jaunty tune. No, it's not who you think it is.
Yeah, I think with that, I would not want to take too long. I would say I will do my best to be there. There's some things to take care of tonight, and If not, I'll find you around here.
I'll be in town for another 2 days trading wares. If you need anything that I have, go ahead and let me know. I might be willing to give you a little bit of a discount. I mean, you're a family after all.
I will definitely be browsing your wares for the next 2 days. Remembering literally 0 in his coin pocket right now after he gave the rest of it to the waitress. Like, that probably won't happen, but
Right.
just being nice. And then knock horns again and see you shortly. And I'd leave.
From there, we're gonna go to Missouri.
So I'm just gonna go back into the Red Crow, and so effectively, what I'm wanting to do here is my profession is thug.
Yeah.
Which if I pull up thug, it effectively lets me claim a little bit of territory where I can have up to 3 followers, who will go and basically collect money for me. But since we're on a new island, I have no peoples, and so I was hoping to maybe hire some of the peoples, or rather gain the peoples.
Give me an awareness check.
Perceiving question mark?
Yeah.
15?
Yeah. All right. So, you see in the corner, you see 2 radiating.
That's exactly where I was thinking.
And as you are listening, you hear one of them say to the other, "Yeah, I don't know. Like, I know there's a bounty out, but I don't really want to mess with them now. Like, you saw what they did to all of them. I don't want to chance it." And the second one's like, "Yeah, no, they're like, I thought I was strong. They're just nuts."
Oh, so this does... So rank 1... Do you want me to read out gang leader really quick?
Yeah, if you can.
Okay, so taking the thug profession gives me what they call gang leader. So when you become a rank 1 thug, and every time you gain a rank in the thug profession, you improve the strength of your gang and expand your territory and influence. Every month that you operate a territory, you gain -1 goodwill with the local community. So rank 1, you have laid claim to territory in a medium or large-sized settlement equivalent to 1 city block. Inns, taverns, and storefronts in that area will pay into your protection racket each week, earning you 3d10 plus 30 silver after your own expenses. Business in your territories will always serve you, regardless of goodwill. Once per week, you can recruit a maximum of 3 thugs of monster level 2 or lower into your gang. These thugs will travel with you and protect you, but only to a distance of 1 mile outside of your territory. So, if we don't intend on staying here, maybe we don't apply this, or we can swing it so, like, while we're here, these guys will do stuff for us or help us out.
Give me a charisma check of some kind. Yes,
Intimidate?
that absolutely works.
So these already intimidated guys.
All right. So let's see. That's 15.
They are now working to extort money from Smokies, the Red Crow, and a few other businesses around town.
And I also, so it's not necessarily a part of it, but would I have heard them? Obviously, I mean, I think I would have heard them talking about the bounty and stuff like that.
Yes, absolutely.
You two sitting in the corner. What was that about the bounty you were speaking of?
There are bounties all over the place. Like, we heard that, your elemental friend has a pretty good bounty on his head. It seems like the Windwalkers are willing to pay a good price on him as long as you can get him alive. And we heard that there might be an opening in the Sarko family, but we'll see what happens with that. Like, there's lots of ways to make money around here.
Yes, that is very true. And you two are going to help me do it.
All right.
I need the both of you to go collect some money from the local stores. Call it protection money, since the Windwalkers seem to be running rampant in these areas. the stores could use protection. However, I want you to leave the Red Crow alone for now.
There's not that many places other than the Red Crow, but alright. They would leave. Adam. So what are we doing with Gregory here?
So just a bit, making sure he's like okay, talking to him a little bit.
Anything in particular that you're talking to him about?
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna, like quietly, just him and Gregory having a little quiet conversation. Gregory's a great listener. Just telling him, like, the small air elemental that's his father killed mother. And I'm going to be honest with you, Gregory, I'm not sure how to cope with that. It's not his fault, but he was there before. He was on the ships. He knew what was coming, and he tried, so he says, to stop it, but got lost at sea and only arrived here today. I don't know, Gregory. This still hurts to think about mother. Keep forgetting she's gone. Oh, we're going to find this Aegis. Balance will be restored, and then we'll see after that what the fates have in store.
Gregor puts his head into your chest, like only good pack animals do.
Yeah, he'll kind of absentmindedly like give him scritches as he just sort of like not wallows, but just kind of sits in there for a little bit.
It's a good turtle.
While everybody else is sort of busy. You're a good turtle, Gregory.
Doesn't really make a sound because it's a turtle.
Yeah.
Just kind of stays there with you.
Would there be like a bounty board or anything inside?
Not inside the Red Crow, no. If you're asked about it, you are sent to Jakara's keep. But
after the Radine leave, I would probably go and find Millie and ask her where I can find like if there's a bounty board or something like that.
Yeah, that'll be across the road in Jakara's keep.
Thank you, Millie. Do you need help cleaning? Do you need help cleaning the room?
I mean, if you're offering, we could definitely use some help.
So next time you'll see one of the Radine that just left, you tell them I said for them to help you.
Okay.
And then
Usuri
is gonna walk over to Jaskar's keep.
Yep. So I am actually going to cut to Jesse as Zephyr is in Smudge's mind flying through the sky.
Well, he's kind of in both because from my reading of it, it's glimpses. You can see through your familiar's eyes for a brief moment. So basically, he's going to be sending Smudge up, but he's also going to be kind of he's down near the docks. Like he's going to be down there near the south dock, somewhere kind of hidden, not directly on the dock, But as soon as he heard Klep's name, he's just obsessed. That was one of the people he spent the most time with on that ship.
Mm-hmm.
And now that in his mind Klep is trying to kill him,
I mean,
he's just obsessed. So he's kind of go ahead.
No, you're fine. So as you split back and forth between being being 500 feet in the sky and being on the ground, I mean, boats are coming and going in and out of the docks. Is there anything else that you are looking to?
So basically, he's looking for any sign of the Windwalkers or of the Sea's Gem, any of that. If he does spot the ship, there's some things I plan to do. If not, then he's just kind of hanging out at the dock, watching the horizon.
With Smudge in the sky, and with being able to go into and out of their mind, you don't see the gem, but you do see more boats coming and going, and night starts to fall, and I'm actually gonna move back over to you, sorry, real quick, because I just wanted to do a check-in with how long you were gonna be here. But if you're gonna be here until the end, I'm gonna go
that's just where
do
he's
his
sitting.
stuff that was still happening during the day. Okay. You sorry? You're going into Jasker's Keep?
Yep.
Okay. So inside Jasker's Keep, you see a brawny human dressed in full plate mail. And he looks at you and he says, "Hello, kind sir. How are you doing today?"
I've been better.
I mean, are you sure? Today's a wonderful day.
It's pretty okay. Depends on your definition of wonderful.
I mean, you are breathing, are you not?
I mean, technically, yes. But I would think that that's just, the first step of living.
That you are walking? You have good uses of your arms?
Yes. I mean, when it comes down to it. Do I have any complaints? Yes. Is anybody going to listen? No. So what's the point of complaining? It is what it is.
That is why I say it is a wonderful day. What can I help you with?
Currently, I am in need of checking your bounty board. I was directed over here.
Oh, yes.
But if you also do other things, I'll be interested to see what you may have or do or
I
sell.
have very fine armors, and weapons, which I sell. And I also pay, if you bring a bounty in, the board is there. He points to a freestanding board.
Excellent. I don't personally need any new wares, but if my companions do, I'll be sure to bring them your way. And then I'm going to go over to the bounty board, and I'm going to look for one that's got Zephyr on it.
Yeah, Zephyr has a completely alive bounty for 3,000 silver.
Usuri is going to whistle with the classic damn whistle that we all know.
I'm just saying, Lesh has a lot of things that would be
Hold on.
really nice to have money for. The pocket's real empty.
Now, hear me out, you guys.
Usuri is gonna pull the bounty poster off of the board, say have a good day to Jeskar,
Okay.
and walk out.
Jesse, as you keep bouncing his perspective back and forth and back and forth, gets closer and closer to time. Eventually, a smaller carousel, it's a smaller sized ship, comes into port. Eventually, things start to. You think that maybe this person's familiar. Maybe that person's familiar. You're not quite sure. And then someone comes up on deck. A rabbit folk with a missing foot. And another rabbit's foot hanging from his neck. And on that bit,
Oh,
we are going to end today's episode.
man.
Damn it!
Oh,
It's never gonna get easier.
thank you so much for listening to the second episode of The Sea's Tale. We had a lot of fun. We hope you guys had a lot of fun listening. Hit us up on our social medias. We are on Twitter. We are on Threads, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Tales of Yavard Podcast. Y''VARD. Let us know what you think of the episodes. Let us know what you think of the characters. Let us know what you think is going to happen next. And we will be back next week with episode 3. Thank you again so much for listening.